Thank you so much for watching because we really need viewers. Since I'm not as famous as some people, I can't call it the Sapphire Show because no one knows who I am. Oh well, I'll get there someday. Our special guest is Mabel Ford, coming all the way from the 1860s to tell us about her life and the time she's living in. Come on out, Mabel. Hello, how are you doing?
Perfectly fine and dandy. Yourself?
Much the same. So Mabel, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a newlywed. I was married yesterday. My husband's name is John, and he is such a doll. Our families have known each other since we were very young.
I see. So what can you tell me about what it's like to be a woman right now?
Well, it's getting so much better. The men, they used to do everything. They used to work, they used to vote, they practically owned us. And now, things are changing. Thanks to the nice work coming from Miss Stanton and Miss Anthony, we can vote here in Wyoming.
That must be great.
Oh, it was. Last election, I got to vote, and it was a great experience. To contribute to a decision that big is just grand. I hope someday all women in America can vote, just like me.
So do I. You're obviously a very knowledgeable woman. Do you know anything about the slaves gaining freedom in the West?
Well, I don't know much about that, but I do know that the slave law was passed in December 18th, 1865, just 7 years ago.
Were you pleased about that?
I was very pleased. Me and John had just moved from New York, and up there, we were big about abolishing slavery.
We do have a second guest here today, which is a bit unexpected. Can we please bring out Laura Ingalls Wilder?
Who's that?
She is a famous author born in 1867. Mabel, I don't know how to say this, but we don't need to anymore.
Alright.
Oh,
Bye,
wow.
folks.
Please have a seat, Laura. Hello, Miss Wilder. How are you doing today?
Oh, please, call me Laura. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you faring on this fine day?
I'm doing great, thanks. So, please tell me about your books.
Well, they were based loosely on my childhood and inspired by my daughter. Without her editing, these stories truly could not have been as known as they are today.
Precisely, what is it like living in those days?
Personally, I think it's been grand. I received a teaching position recently, and although that is commonly thought of as a woman's job, it's been great to have a profession as a married woman.
So what made you decide to write these stories?
Well, people nowadays don't really understand what life was like for us back then. I wanted to share just how hard it was. It just wasn't like it is now.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching.